Good morning, guys. Actually, it's now almost noon. I have been in such a funk today that I need to get out of it because there's a lot to get done in our house. And it's been so rainy here in California the past week that we have not gotten Mr. Bucky, wherever he's going. Where are you going? He has not gone OUT for a WALK in quite a few days. And I think it'll be good for both of us to get out of the house and hopefully end my morning funk. I have been sitting on the chair right here doing nothing for hours and hours and hours because I just feel, I don't know, in a funk, but there's so much to get done and it's fun things. It's wrapping Christmas presents and hanging up garland and stuff and cleaning my messy kitchen, but I need to break this funk. So I think what I'm gonna do is go take him OUT. We'll both be happier. We'll both get some vitamin D, get our lungs pumping. Bucky will be a little bit less annoying because he'll get some energy out. And then I'm gonna have a cup of tea and then we're gonna get started on a big Christmas to-do list. I'm also going to leave my phone at home because normally I focus on a podcast or a phone call or something, and I just kind of want to not think or look at my phone on this walk. Okay, that walk was anything but relaxing and peaceful. Bucky's a pretty leash reactive dog and we're working on it and it's getting marginally better, but there were 2 or 3 other reactive dogs out. It was stressful. I'm happy to be home. I honestly sat down and ate a snack just to unwind from my relaxing walk. But now I want to put up the last garland that finally arrived. Did you guys remember from my Christmas decorate with me? There was one garland I was waiting for and here it is. Very late. But my plan is to hang it down the stairs here and I hope it works out. Christian told me specifically to not do this, so no one tell him please that I'm doing this. I bought a bunch of the clear indoor, the correct command hooks. I purchased a ton of them and they all fell down like nobody's business. I waited 1 hour, I cleaned the surfaces, I did everything I was supposed to do and they didn't work. So we're gonna go in to drill a little pilot hole and screw in these little white C-hooks. That's how I hung the garland in our kitchen. And for this, that's how we're gonna be hanging this garland. So don't tell Christian. It's gonna look nice and it's gonna be an itty bitty little hole. So happy with how this turned out. The only thing is I wish it was a little bit longer to drape down the side there, but it is perfect length for at least covering just the wall right here. And I had a couple other ideas. I have some fairy lights that are battery powered that I can plug in. And then I also have our stockings over here that I kind of wanted to hang off the garland, but I don't know if it'll be too much. We'll just play around with things a little bit. It might be hard to see because all the lights are on, but I have the battery pack tucked up in the top corner there, and I do have a timer setting, so I won't have to come and plug these in or anything. Tonight at maybe 5 o'clock when it starts to get dark, I'll come turn the timer setting on, and I'm pretty sure it's 6 hours on, 18 hours off, so we'll always have a little lit garland. So just picking up in here and getting the garland up surprisingly put me in a much better mood. In my head, it was gonna be this big ordeal that was gonna be awful, but it really took less than 10 minutes to get that done. So I'm very happy with how this looks now, and I actually have a big change coming for this space. So this is the first room you walk past when you enter our home, like our front door is right here. And I love this space. Like, this is my dream dining room. Like, if I could have whatever I wanted in a dining room, it would literally be this. My husband built this table for us, and these chairs were a decent price. The rug, the decor, the colors, everything in it, I absolutely love. The only thing is that it's just not a good flow in the house. Like, we never eat here. So whenever we have friends over, it's normally just another couple, and we have a small kitchen table for 4 back there. And for some reason, we always eat there. I think we've eaten at this table less than 5 times total. So this whole room is kind of just wasted space. So I'm thinking that we might sell the table that Christian made. He's actually already made one and sold one. This is the second time he's built this exact table for me. And it really pains me because it's literally my dream dining room. We just aren't in a phase of life or like a flow of this house where it makes sense to have this table, because it literally uses this entire room up, and like, it's just not working for us anymore. So I think I'm gonna be turning this space sometime next year into an office space. I'm also out of breath because we are very pregnant right now. Hold on. Okay, so what I'm thinking is adding a desk in here, a reading chair, and then also a lot of storage for baby toys, and have a little baby play area or a spot for baby to nap in down here. That way when baby is here, I can still get work done downstairs without having to be on the couch. And I just feel like the room will become a lot more functional for us if we're putting a desk space, because right now, baby's nursery was our old office space. So we had a desk in there, our computers were in there, all of our electronics were stored there, and now we just kind of don't have a spot for that. And I think this room would make the most sense because it's on the first floor. If Christian were to come home with work or things he needed to do, it's easy enough for him to just step into this room to do that work, and it'll just be nice, I think. So stay tuned for next year when we're doing a new room makeover. I might keep these shelves, I might change them. So that is room makeover sneak peek number 1. Sneak peek number 2 is coming a lot sooner to all of you guys, and that is our half bathroom on the first floor. So this is a really fun room makeover, and I enjoyed it, and we've recently changed out the light bulbs in here, which changes the lighting in here, which makes me like it even more, but I don't love the gray. I don't know if you can tell, but like the actual colors of our wall are a little bit beige or yellow toned, and so like the warm tone on the cool tone just does not work for me. It is throwing me off. And I like these tiles. They were pretty to enjoy for a couple months, but they have dog hair all up underneath them, and they're also shifting a bit, and I am just ready to move on from them. So I think next week, or maybe the week after, I'll be sharing another bathroom makeover, but I want your help. My plan in here so far is to, 1, rip up the tile, because that is just making me angry right now. Like, dog hair gets stuck in the cracks, it's gross, it's hard to clean, so I wanna rip all of that out, and then I also wanna leave the trim. I like the trim, Christian likes the trim. Like, this is not part of the bathroom at all, like this like dual tone, like we did this, like put in this trim ourselves, but I have no idea what color to change the bottom half of the wall to. I don't want it to be a cool tone or a gray color because that's like what the problem is in here to begin with. I'm thinking of going with a really dark green color. I played with a black, I played with the color white. I just don't know what color will look nice up against like these yellowy beige walls. And it might be easier for me to decide that once we get the tile out, because we did the gray because it pulled the like the gray tones in the tile. So I don't know, but we're gonna change this, repaint that, do some new decor, maybe add in some shelves or different pictures or different things, because this whole wall is empty. But I just am not quite sure what we're gonna do with this space. But I do know that I think I'm gonna be ripping that tile up this weekend, because I'm sick and tired of it, and I wanna get it done before this belly is too big. Like, this belly is already too big. I probably should not be doing this 34 weeks pregnant, but it needs to be done. Now, the next thing on my Christmas to-do list today is wrapping presents, which I am excited to do, and it'll be fun to put a Christmas movie on. I think I'm gonna go set up in the dining room on the big table and do it. But it is a serious disaster zone downstairs. Like, I don't even want to talk about how bad the kitchen is. We made gingerbread cookies last night and just left all the flour and the rolling pin out, but this desperately needs to be addressed, and I know I will feel so much better if I do this first. So I'm telling myself my reward for cleaning is wrapping presents and watching a Christmas movie, but I'm gonna use a little YouTube magic, speed up these clips, and get this pulled together downstairs so I feel a little bit more peaceful with a clean home. It is now much later. I honestly had to sit down after doing all that cleaning. My feet swelling has not been a problem really this pregnancy, but after today, it definitely is. And I think it's partly probably just from like dehydration or something, or not drinking enough water. But I did just bring the rest of the Christmas presents downstairs. Christian is adorable, and he really appreciates when the Santa presents get put under the tree on Christmas morning or Christmas Eve, so they don't just like show up all month long. So all of the presents under our tree are for like from my parents or from his parents or family or whatever. None of them are like from Santa. So I'm gonna wrap the Santa presents tonight because he's actually away for the night. He has to stay in his office overnight for some weird reason, but I'm gonna use this time to wrap his presents and then also watch some Christmas movies that he doesn't care too much about. Okay, wrapping is done. I think I'm actually pretty close to being finished with all my Christmas wrapping. This one's not for Christian, so this one can go underneath our tree. But the rest of these are for Christian, so I'm gonna go stash them upstairs. Normally, I don't love to do the bags. I think it's universally more fun to unwrap and like tear paper off of a present. But I guess I like way underestimated how many boxes I had. I thought I had way more like the gift boxes that you could put stuff in. So I have like some clothing items and stuff that like didn't have anything else to fit in, and I didn't want to like wrap it super soft. So I threw them in bags. So there are some more bags this year than I normally like, but oh well, what can we do? The only other problem is that I used all 3 of our Christmas themed bags. And I know Christian is the kind of man to wait until Christmas Eve to wrap any presents, so I feel like I need to sneak out and get either some more boxes or some more bags, so when he inevitably asks me on Christmas Eve, like, hey, hypothetically, where's all of our wrapping paper? I have stuff for him and he doesn't feel like bad that it's not wrapped well. So I need to put that on my to-do list, but I'm also so tired. Guys, 34 weeks pregnant is no freaking joke. I haven't really been having any Braxton Hicks this entire pregnancy, and then the other night I had one like actual contraction that felt painful. And I know they're not supposed to feel painful, but it was like a period cramp, but it was like not a fun time. So that's been interesting navigating. It was only one cramp and then it was over. And also the weirdest thing happened. I don't know if you guys care about this at all, but Christian and I were watching a bunch of Spider-Man movies because the new Spider-Man's coming out, and we've been watching, like, marathoning all of them basically. And I fell asleep during one of them, and I was laying on my side on the couch, and from going and falling asleep to when I stood up, my belly had changed shapes. Like, my belly button had completely changed shapes. Like the bottom of it is completely flat now, and the top of it is still there. So I have like half of a belly button right now. But it's so bizarre that it happened like just in the length of one movie. Like, I woke up from a nap and my stomach was a completely different shape. So baby girl is moving and grooving. I also want to share some clips of the house all lit up at night because it's been so magical to have all the Christmas lights up. I really love this time of year, and I'm going to be high-key sad when it's time to take this all down. I definitely am the type of person that like the day after Christmas, I am ready to clear my house out, especially with baby coming. I think I'm going to be very ready to like reset the home because in my mind, we're going to have Christmas, and like Christmas is the only thing on my mind right now. Well, the main thing on my mind. And then the day after Christmas, I'm going to want to clear all the Christmas things away, reset my house. And then after that, it's like baby month and baby countdown time. So I'm going to be building baby swings, doing baby laundry, folding clothes, making last minute purchases, nesting, all of that stuff. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to like want this stuff put away the second Christmas is over basically. And one other big perk of being home this Christmas is we get to actually have Christmas with Bucky. Last year he stayed at our good friend's house, and we missed him dearly on Christmas. But when I was getting Christian stuff, I had to pull out all of Bucky's Christmas presents, and I left those upstairs because those are going to go into Bucky's stocking. Do you not know what I'm saying? You're very handsome. Do you want to come here? Bucky's a little sad and pouting tonight because he loves when his dad comes home, and he's not coming home tonight, Bug. It's just you and me taking over the world. And I am definitely not as exciting as Christian. But it's getting late, so I'm gonna run these presents upstairs and hide them away. None of you tell my husband what I got him, especially if you are related to him watching this video. Zip it, keep it to yourselves. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna put on some PJs, finish up Jingle All the Way, and then probably go to sleep by like 7:30 or 8 because that's just how I roll at this point in time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.